Here's part 12 of the dramatic fictional story, continuing from part 11 with the launch of Matthew McConaughey's follow-up conversation series. Part 12, the first episode. The small studio was quiet, almost reverent, as Matthew McConaughey and Willie Geist set up for their first private interview of the series. The cameras were there, but their presence was unobtrusive, capturing the conversation without spectacle. For Matthew, this was about authenticity, not clicks or drama. Willie looked around, adjusting his chair. I have to admit, it feels different this time. No pressure from producers, no frantic countdowns for airtime. Matthew smiled. Yeah, it's just us and the people we're talking to. No headlines, no distractions, just truth. They had invited their first guest, a local teacher who had been working with underserved communities, trying to bridge educational gaps and inspire dialogue among young students. The topic aligned perfectly with Matthew's vision: real stories, real challenges, and honest reflection. The conversation begins. Matthew leaned forward, resting his elbows on the table. Thank you for joining us. We're here to talk about what really matters: your work, the community, and what we can all learn from it. No scripts, no agendas. Just honesty. The teacher smiled warmly. Thank you for having me. It's rare to see a conversation like this that actually listens instead of just asking questions for a headline. Willie nodded. That's exactly why we're doing this. Yesterday, I learned that the right questions matter, but listening matters more. Matthew added, conflict isn't always bad. It's how we respond to it that counts. Today, we want to hear your truth, and how it impacts others. Moments of insight. As the conversation unfolded, the teacher shared stories of students struggling to find their voice, families navigating challenges, and the small victories that often went unnoticed. Matthew and Willie listened intently, occasionally asking clarifying questions, not to provoke, but to understand. Matthew leaned back, letting a thoughtful pause settle. What you're saying, it's not just about teaching facts. It's about teaching humanity, right? The teacher nodded. Exactly. It's about empathy, connection, and learning to communicate even when it's hard. Willie added, that's something we all could use more of. And I think the public could learn from this too, not just your students, but everyone. Matthew smiled. Well, that's our hope. The public sees it. Within hours of airing online, clips from the interview were shared widely. Unlike the previous viral moment, this one wasn't about conflict, it was about reflection. Comments poured in. Finally, an interview that matters. Listening over shouting. Matthew and Willie are proving how media can educate, not just entertain. Real stories, real people, real inspiration. Analysts and news outlets took notice. Evening shows highlighted the conversation, praising its tone, depth, and authenticity. It became clear that Matthew's vision for his series was resonating. His ability to transform a tense viral moment into a platform for meaningful dialogue was being recognized nationwide. Behind the scenes. After the interview, Matthew and Willie sat together quietly, sipping water. You know, Willie said, I think this is exactly what needed to happen after the Today Show. People were hungry for something real. Matthew nodded. Yeah, and it's only the beginning. Every conversation from here on out is a chance to show that conflict doesn't have to be destructive, it can be transformative. Willie smiled. And we get to guide it, not chase a headline. Matthew's eyes glimmered with determination. Exactly. This is about honesty, integrity, and teaching people how to really listen. That's bigger than any viral clip, bigger than any controversy. A new direction. That night, Matthew reflected on the series and the first episode. He realized the eruption on the Today Show had been a turning point, not just for him and Willie, but for how he approached communication and public dialogue. He wrote in his journal, moments of tension can either break you or define you. Yesterday's conflict became today's lesson. Today's lesson becomes tomorrow's change. Keep talking, keep listening, keep teaching. The journey wasn't over. If anything, it had just begun. And for Matthew McConaughey, the path ahead was clear. Speak truth, listen fully, and use every opportunity to create conversations that mattered. If you want, I can continue with part 13, where the series gains wider attention, faces unexpected challenges, and explores more personal and high-profile interviews, building dramatic tension while maintaining the theme of honesty and dialogue. Do you want me to continue with part 13?